News 5's Good Morning Cleveland starts now.
Now at 6, are Ohio schools making the grade? We're watching for the release of report cards and why graduation rates are changing.
Then we will show you the extra steps one group in Northeast Ohio is taking to help people transition from high school to adulthood. Those stories are just minutes away, plus Trent says we could see some showers today.
Yeah, but we need to start this morning with John Rutter. He is in Air Tracker 5 with a traffic alert. John, what's going on?
Yeah, hey guys, good morning. Got some construction to update Akron drivers this morning on. Take a look here from Air Tracker 5. 76 westbound, the ramp to, 76 eastbound, the ramp to the Kenmore leg, you can see, is closed this morning, and it will be closed for the next 45 days. So this one going into effect today, but it's not the only ramp that's going to be closed. I do have a map that lists all of the closures. We're also talking about the ramp from 277 westbound to the Kenmore leg, the ramp from Waterloo Road to the Kenmore leg, and the ramp from Kenmore Boulevard to the Kenmore leg. All of those mapped out for you that I've got color-coded out there. This is going to be in effect for the next 45 days. The detour, the best way to get around this, continue on 76 eastbound to 77, head north, and then get around all that. But remember, 77 in that area is also down to 2 lanes and 45 miles an hour. Could cause some congestion issues for folks. Yeah, going to be a headache out there. We'll keep an eye on this one all morning long. Trent, how's our forecast looking? Hopefully better than the commute looks like it's shaping up today.
Ooh, I tell you what, we don't have the speed bumps like that. We're talking about a shot at a couple showers, but it's very light, and most of us won't even have to deal with them. We are going to get some sunshine this days. It's going to feel like summer again. I'm talking about midsummer heat and then humidity and then thunderstorms. So we've got a few days this week that are really going to be scorchers, realistically. 50s and 60s outside right now. Enjoy it. Maybe open those windows up. Let some of this air in. It's nice. 64 Fremont. Temperatures have been pretty steady. Now, we have cleared out a little bit, so maybe a degree or so cooler than earlier this morning, but overall, it's a good start to the day. We'll make it back with that sunshine back into the mid-70s later on this afternoon. Got a few clouds, and I've got northeast winds. Those northeast winds shift more out of the southeast later on today. It brings up some warmth from the south, and it really starts to cook our temperatures these next couple of days. Wait till you see this 7-day forecast. If you're a summer lover, I've got something good for you. If you're a pumpkin spice lover, probably not going to be your favorite week.
All right, Trent, we'll see you then. Thank you. This morning, the grandson of Cleveland's mayor is set to make his first court appearance after being arrested last Thursday.
The 22-year-old has spent the weekend in jail. Meg Shah is live at the Justice Center with the latest. Good morning, Meg.
Hey, good morning, Katie and Homa. The mayor's grandson, Frank Q. Jackson, has now been behind bars for 4 days, but he will see a judge later this morning answering to charges where he is accused of beating and strangling a woman back in June. Now, last week, a Cuyahoga County grand jury indicted him on felonious assault, abduction, and failure to comply charges. City of Cleveland prosecutors said they decided not to press charges against Jackson because the victim from the incident was unwilling to cooperate with investigators and that they didn't have enough evidence. But the county launched its own investigation and found that they had sufficient evidence to move forward with the case. Jackson Jr. was taken into custody Thursday evening after U.S. Marshals negotiated with the mayor for a peaceful arrest. Now, Jackson's arraignment is scheduled for 8:30 this morning here at the Justice Center. Meanwhile, later this morning at 10 o'clock, just down the street from here at City Hall, a protest is scheduled where protesters are actually going to be calling for the resignation of Mayor Frank Jackson. We will keep you updated on everything that happens today with our News 5 app. Live at the Justice Center, Meg Shah, News 5.
All right, Meg, thank you. The Ohio Board of Education will release its state report card for schools this week, and we will likely see graduation rates going up. But that doesn't actually mean more students are making the grade. The state changed graduation requirements for the class of 2018. They dropped some tests in lieu of other achievements. Cleveland.com reports some districts will see a boost from the changes. Akron, East Cleveland, Painesville, and Warrensville Heights are among them. Maple Heights will see a big jump, too, with the district's graduation rate climbing by more than 10%. We'll bring you a bigger breakdown of the impact when that full report is officially released.
A grandma says a cafeteria worker's actions left her grandson feeling humiliated.
Jesse Schultz joins us live outside Green Primary School. Jesse, this grandma says this is due to a misunderstanding about a $9 lunch debt.
Yeah, but that isn't what has people outraged. It's the way the school handled it, leaving the 9-year-old feeling embarrassed in front of a lot of other students. Jefferson Sharpnack, that 9-year-old, was already in the lunchroom last week and had already gotten his school lunch when a cafeteria worker took the lunch from the boy. She told him his account was in the negative and gave him a piece of bread and cheese. Jefferson received a note the week before saying he had money owed, but his grandma tells us she was talking to the school and working it out. She says he was being enrolled in the free and reduced lunch program, but it wasn't finalized yet, and she is livid about the way it was all handled.
In my mind, he didn't owe anything. I owed the money, the parents, the school district. And my other question is, if they take that food off of your tray, they have to throw it away. You would take the food off of a tray, you can't reserve it, you're going to throw it away and not feed the child? That doesn't make sense to me.
We also spoke to district leaders. They tell us they have talked to that cafeteria worker and are making sure that no other child is ever embarrassed because of their actions. Live in Green, Jesse Schultz, News 5.
Jesse, thank you. The Tribe beat the Minnesota Twins 5-2 yesterday. That puts the Indians one step closer to getting a wild card spot in the playoffs. The Tribe is back on the road tonight against the Angels. First pitch is 10:07. The Browns didn't get a win against the Titans last night. We fell 43-13, but we are told we were 3-13, but we are 3-13. We even said they prefer this over the traditional paper tickets. Still, some people we spoke with said their tickets wouldn't load and they couldn't find help.
We are avid Browns fans, and it's just disheartening that nobody's here. We came to a preseason game and somebody was out here to help us, download and navigate through this, and nobody's out here now.
The Browns are on the road next week taking on the Jets. They'll be back at First Energy on September 22nd for a matchup against the Rams.
Not everyone is ready to jump into college or the working world once they turn 18. But there's a group in our area helping mentor young adults.
News 5's Kevin Barry explains how they're making Canton a better land.
Young adults 18 to 24 come to the program from all over, local schools, word of mouth, sometimes the court system. Project Rebuild gives them a chance to get their adult lives back on track. They learn construction skills, but also so much more. The program teaches students what they need to know to be a good employee and helps them finish their high school diploma or get ready for college. It gives the students skills and information they may not get anywhere else.
I want to work for something bigger. Like, I want to go in the workforce.
Yeah, I want to go to college. I want to own my own business. I want to do construction and interior designing.
In the 20 years the program has been in Canton, they've built more than 100 housing units for low to moderate income families, expanding their reach even farther into the community. In Canton, I'm Kevin Barry, News 5.
A live look outside. A little cloudy to start our Monday, but then get ready for some sunshine.
I'll tell you what, it's going to brighten up. It's going to brighten our day up. Maybe it's a little bit of a slow start after yesterday. We've got some good weather. We've got some great weather coming our way. Clouds outside, a couple little showers still rolling around. And mainly our northern counties. Most of us, though, rain-free. And any rain we do get, it's going to be very light. And it's not going to stick around for long. Most of this should stay up and over the lake. So, again, pretty good day today. Let's take a live look outside. Rocky River looking all right, 50s and 60s for the most part. So comfortable temperatures, but check it out. We're warming up nicely today. More sunshine with those clouds thinning out. We're back into the mid-70s. I've still got that northeast wind, though. Tomorrow, southeast wind, big time warm up. 70s today, 80s with some spots. You ready for it? Maybe pushing near 90 degrees. If you factor in the humidity, it'll feel like the 90s almost all week. Wait till you see this 7-day.
There could be a bigger story to something you think is not there.
Just ahead, a family in Canada helped solve a cold case by taking a dip in a lake. What they found, several feet underwater.
Bad language is just one issue kids will face as they log on to use multiplayer video games. In this morning's first look, the experiment was some eye-opening results.
Officials in California are looking deeper into a deadly dive boat fire. Search warrants were served yesterday to Truth Aquatics, the company that owns the boat. Investigators are looking for training, safety, and maintenance records. They want to know if anyone is criminally liable for the passenger deaths. The boat's owner says he wants answers too.
I want to get to the bottom of what it was, just like everybody else does. The crew is having a very difficult time. You know, they're having to go through some inquiries and they have to recount the whole accident, and they're breaking down. They're seeking counseling.
34 people died in the accident last week. Investigators say they were trapped in sleeping quarters on the boat. The only two exits led out to areas that were covered in flames. A teen in Canada accidentally helped solve a 30-year-old mystery.
The 13-year-old took a GoPro camera into a lake and found something at the bottom, an overturned car.
Came back to a missing persons back in 1992.
When we initially heard that there was somebody in that vehicle, my heart just sank.
How about that? That car belonged to a woman who vanished 3 decades prior. Many believed the case would never be solved, but the teenager who helped crack it could have a job offer in the future.
The RCMP will probably be looking at this guy down the road for potential employment. Good detective work on his part.
Investigators believe the driver lost control or perhaps swerved to miss an animal and ended up in the lake. They do not suspect foul play. All right, a live look now at 6:16 at the nation's capital. Later today, 6 police officers from Ohio will be honored at the White House. President Trump will be presenting them with the Medal of Valor and Heroic Commendations. That is the highest decoration for bravery awarded to U.S. public safety officers. These 6 officers responded to the deadly mass shooting in Dayton's Oregon district. 9 people were killed before the officers were able to take down that gunman within about 30 seconds. Just amazing. Wednesday marks 18 years since the 9/11 terror attacks. Today, there will be a memorial flag display at the Ohio State House in Columbus. Each flag will be representing each of the victims of the attack. Then on Wednesday, a First Responders Day of Remembrance and a tribute will take place at Tri-C's Western Campus. It'll feature a steel beam salvaged from the rubble of the World Trade Center. Everyone is invited to attend.
A wild show in the sky for people in Washington state. The National Weather Service says more than 2,000 lightning strikes were recorded on Saturday night. 1,000 lightning strikes were recorded on Saturday night. 1,000 lightning strikes were recorded on Saturday night. On Saturday night were recorded. A large number of outages. It also delayed a University of Washington football game. Dozens of flights had to be diverted as well. Let's look at our city. Here's Air Tracker 5 flying over Akron. It is still so dark out there, Trent.
Yeah, that sun is rising later.
Later and later.
About a minute and a half later each day. Ooh, dark. No lightning, though. No lightning outside this morning. That's just the old light on the tail of the helicopter there. We're looking just fine as you head out the door. I've got a couple little showers up and over the lake, but really not dropping much. More or less, it's just some clouds to kick off today. Once that sun does come over the horizon, we're going to start to see more sunshine, of course, and those clouds are going to thin out, especially this afternoon. Should see quite a bit of sunshine. 74. It's about as warm as we can get today, which is a couple degrees below average. About 77 is average, so we're close. We're close. We're within a few degrees of it. Next couple of days, tonight, not bad. Next couple of days, we soar. Our temperatures are going to be up there. They're really going to start cranking up. We've got a little boundary kind of hanging out right here. Overnight tonight, that all lifts north, and we get in on a whole lot of heat and humidity in those mornings. If you're somebody who likes those windows open at night, the mornings are going to be so much warmer these next couple of days. So enjoy the refreshing feel to this morning. We got another refreshing start to tomorrow morning, and then I've got numbers that in some spots won't even drop out of the 70s. 50s and 60s outside right now. I've got 59 in Elyria, 63 in Cleveland. Again, a couple showers. Most of it is mainly to the north. I've got some clouds outside. We'll thin away those clouds, fade those clouds out. By lunchtime, we're near 70. Highs today, 70 to about 75. So lower and middle 70s. Not bad. Not a bad feeling day. Actually pretty comfortable, especially when you consider what's coming our way. 60s this evening, Monday evening, you've got 60s for the most part, dropping into the 50s by early tomorrow morning. Most of us are going to be right at about that 55 to 60 degree mark. And then check out what happens tomorrow. South winds take over. Numbers jump up into the 80s. Any rain or thunder chances well to the north. I've got 85 to maybe even near 90 degrees. When you factor in that humidity, I tell you what, it's going to feel much more like summer tomorrow. 74 today, though. Like I said, isolated light rain north. Clouds thin out this afternoon. We'll drop into the 50s overnight tonight. Winds are going to be shifting from the northeast to the southeast. And tomorrow, just hot. I mean, 87 and sunny and breezy. It's going to feel more like the 90s. John Rudder will show you the rest of that 7-day forecast. That heat does not end midweek. How are we looking on the streets?
Well, we are accident-free, but we're talking construction this morning here from Air Tracker 5. Again, taking a look at 277. This is 277 westbound, one of the other ramps that will be closing for the next 45 days beginning today. So 277 westbound, the ramp to the Kenmore leg. They've already got it blocked off. They've already got all of the other ramps blocked off that are related to all of this work that is going on along the Kenmore leg. You're talking about the other ramps. I got those mapped out for you as well. The other ramps mentioned, 76 eastbound to the Kenmore leg, the Kenmore Boulevard entrance ramp to the Kenmore leg, the eastbound Kenmore leg that is, and then Waterloo Road to 277 westbound. All of that going to be shut down for 45 days beginning today because of all of that work. Now, fortunately, not seeing any accidents or slowdowns out there on your highways in the Cleveland or the Akron area. Things are looking good for the morning commute, but we're going to keep an eye on that because this could create some congestion problems along 77 here in the Akron area. We'll follow that closely throughout the day, guys.
Okay, John, thank you. New this morning, check it out. Heinz just released this new Pour Perfect bottle. And you got to pay close attention to the label because that's where the magic happens. They say you should tilt the bottle until the label is straight up again. That gives you the perfect pour. All right, right now this is only available north of the border in Canada, but the company says they do hope to get it down here soon.
All right, and country band Florida Georgia Line donated a new canine to the Indianapolis Police Department. They had a performance there over the weekend. One of the band members first met the dog last year when it was just 10 weeks old. He and his wife wanted to adopt the dog and have him trained, but they realized that little guy had special talents and would make a strong police dog. The new squad member will be used as an explosive detective dog.
Akron Public Schools are selling off buildings and land, but at least one purchase comes with a caveat. We'll tell you about the talks happening today.
And our strict parents raising better sleepers. Parents better raising sleepers. Parents better raising.
Welcome back, 624. Good Monday morning. The heat, the humidity, the sweatiness, it's all coming back. And like I just showed you before the break, today, not bad, but the 80s are coming back. And it doesn't end midweek. It lasts through the work week. Now, by the weekend, after we get through some thunderstorms Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, it cools off and it dries out. So next weekend should be nice. But I tell you what, starting tomorrow through Friday, the heat, the humidity, and even some thunderstorms are back.
KDNT here. It is National Suicide Prevention Week. And News 5 cares how you feel, both physically and mentally.
If you are struggling, please know you are not alone. People care and they want to help.
All this week, you will be hearing from suicide survivors, family and friends, and people dealing with mental health issues. They're sharing their story to help you find hope.
Hi, I'm Josh. I am a suicide survivor. Things have gotten better, but I do still struggle every day. Depression is real, and anxiety is real, and sadness is real. But hope is real, and healing is real, and recovery is real too. I talked to my parents about it, some friends, but then also I reached out to the suicide helpline a couple times. The main way that I found help was through mindfulness. Taking a moment in the morning, but then at night, and kind of doing a self-affirmation, saying, you know what, I really want to be one thing today. What can I be today? Today I'm calm. Today I want to be productive. Today I want to be whatever you want to feel. Know that it's okay not to be okay, and healing is on the other side waiting for you.
If you or someone you love is struggling, call the National Hotline.
People are here ready to help 24/7.
Good morning, Crisis Services.
1-800-273-TALK.
There's also a text line. Text for HOPE to 741-741.
And stay tuned to Good Morning Cleveland all week for more stories of hope and healing.